Hi, welcome to the Grub Club. I am Elly Gwyn and I am the goddess of Grub. And what the goddess of Grub does is she helps people learn to meal plan in their homes using wild tree products, which are all natural, certified organic. And today we are actually going to talk about summer salads. So as it's getting warmer, finally here in Northwest Ohio, it's warm. We are going to talk about summer salads, what you can do and make really any of your meals into a salad. Just put your protein in. You've got in different types of, you don't have to have green leaf lettuce either. It can be pasta, it can be couscous, it can be all kinds of things. I'm going to show you some really fun ways to put that together. So join us for the summer salad session. I've got my A-team here, my Alicia and Annette, my girls, and we are actually doing summer salads. So we're going to get started with our first one, which is a grilled shrimp pasta with cucumber and dill. So there we're getting your protein in, we're getting pasta in there, so it's a good hearty meal that will feed your family. And so Alicia actually has done the shrimp already, and in there she has put some garlic grapeseed oil, lemon grapeseed oil, Italian salad dressing, and then the Wild Trees California garlic pepper. Now I'll have these recipes posted up on the Facebook page. If you go to facebook.com/Goddess of Grub, you will find it. And you can also find it on my YouTube channel, The Goddess of Grub.
And we can also order these products from you.
Absolutely.
As well.
Yep. So she's going to I cook the shrimp, and then I'm going to have Annette make the dressing. I'm going to go over that in a second. Yep, go for it. Don't be intimidated by shrimp, and I will tell you, here's the rule of thumb. I never ever buy shrimp that's already cooked. It gets tough and it just really doesn't work well. It's much better when it's raw and it's cooked. You can buy it deveined, already shelled, and all you have to do is pull the tails off, and it's super easy. So we're going to have Alicia watch the shrimp, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to cook the shrimp on each side for roughly 2 minutes, and then you flip to the next side and another 2 minutes, and when they're kind of pink and look like cocktail shrimp, then that's when you know that they're done. Okay, while Alicia is cooking our little shrimp, we'll show you what those look like in a minute, and Annette is going to start in on the dressing for the pasta. In there she is putting a teaspoon of our California garlic pepper. She is going to also do a tablespoon and a half of the lemon.
I have 1.5 tablespoons here. So
there you go. And then you're going to do a tablespoon of the garlic, grapeseed oil.
Did that one already.
Okay. And mayo and Dijon, teaspoon of Dijon, which is just basically 1 squirt. You know what? I bet I didn't even open that.
Nope, you didn't. I'll do the mayo while you're taking that off.
See? TV's not always perfect, right?
I use my
You got to open stuff.
These shrimp look awesome.
I know, they smell good too.
Okay, and just a squirt?
Yep, and basically, yep, perfect.
And
look, that's what a teaspoon looks like.
Might be a
pretty easy, right?
healthy teaspoon. So
that's okay.
While we're doing this shrimp, and I couldn't help but think when Alicia was doing the shrimp that when I made the very first meal for my now husband, but I was trying to impress him and cook, and I fed him raw shrimp.
What? I didn't know you fed him raw shrimp.
I didn't know you had to cook it.
What? You didn't know you had to cook it?
Oh
my gosh.
But you're so pretty.
No,
it's
you're
nice.
so pretty. You're so pretty. You have to tell them what that means.
It just says uncooked shrimp. It doesn't say you have to cook it.
But
this is why I'm the goddess of Grub, and she's pretty. That's what we say when Annette does a blonde moment, is you're so pretty. So, when your girlfriend makes, has a blonde moment or a senior moment or whatever moment, then you just look at her and go, you're so pretty.
Make her feel better.
Okay, and Annette is doing the dressing. Alicia is tending the shrimp, and I'm going to start chopping the few ingredients that go into the salad, and when we come back, we'll put it all together and show you what it looks like. It's going to be delicious.
Hello, I'm Mary Ann Takis. I'm a certified Christian life coach and the owner of Coaching Women for Life. As a mom who's experienced a catastrophic illness with one of her children, I understand what it's like to face significant challenges. It's my goal to come alongside women who are feeling stuck or overwhelmed to help them find clear direction and to discover hope. Contact me at my website, coachingwomenforlife.com, by phone at 419-304-0432, and be sure to like us on Facebook.
Over 12,000 financial advisors. Over $700 billion in assets under care.
Let me just put this away.
How did Edward Jones get so big?
Could you teach our kids that trick?
By not acting that way.
Okay, last quarter.
It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, which makes your facility safe and more efficient. We recommend smart solutions, and people get where they're going. We bring new ideas and help you build your business. Fast Signs offers more than signs and graphics. We're innovators, planners, and designers, and we're more than ready to help. For more information or to request a consultation, visit fastsigns.com.
Stop struggling with the big box stores. Choose Gladio.
Gladio Home Center. A hardware store, yet so much more. Your home improvement answer store. A place to design your interior space. A professional and friendly smiling face. Everything you need for your home. And Gladio is locally owned. You'll be glad to know Gladio Home Center.
All right, we are going to now chop our little cucumber. I've cut this in half, but I wanted to show you. This is an English cucumber, and it's supposedly seedless. It's got a few in there, and you can scrape that out with a spoon if you really don't want any seeds. And that is adding our dressing to our pasta. And the other thing I wanted to add about the cucumbers as well is you know what, regular cucumbers are cheaper, so you can totally buy those, slice them in half, take a spoon, and just scoop the seeds out. It makes it super easy, and nobody's the wiser. So our pasta, we've got this. You can use shell pasta, penne pasta. It doesn't matter what pasta you use. I like the Barilla Plus because A, has added protein to it, and B, it holds up better in the salad dressing. Okay, so the salad dressing stays better.
Okay, my question is, when you're making pasta salad, every time I make pasta salad, I get it out of the refrigerator and it's like dry. So do you have to add twice the amount of dressing to it? Because it like soaks it up, at least mine does. Or am I not cooking it right?
Well, it's better if you cook the pasta al dente. And what that means is basically you're just cooking it to where in the center it just has a little chew to it, not much. Because then what happens is that dressing gets in there and it really soaks, the pasta soaks it up. So therefore, it's going to hopefully last you longer.
This is always an argument at our house. My husband loves al dente and I love mushy pasta.
But what my point is it gets mushy because of all that liquid in it.
Is your shrimp ready, Alicia?
Yep, it's ready.
Awesome. I am finishing the cucumber here, and Annette added some chopped red pepper, which is lovely.
It gives it color.
It does, and I'm going to chop some fresh dill, which I love.
Yep.
You know what? You want to switch?
Yep.
You want to come around, Alicia?
Yeah, just bring the pan in.
There you go.
Can she dump?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me? This is a mess-free zone. Remember baggies and...
One pan.
You mean a mess zone?
No, well, yeah, with you two, I don't know. I know. And the dill is really easy. You just do exactly, you can leave it right on the thing. You don't have to do much to it.
And you don't do this part here, right?
Nope, you don't use the thick ends for sure. And then this kind of, if you just kind of move the herbs around and move your knife around, you really kind of get a good chop on there. And then you don't have these big odd pieces.
Yeah, it smells amazing.
Doesn't it? It smells amazing. I love this fresh dill. Just love, love, love. Now, if you don't like dill, you can use parsley. So, you can always change it up.
So there's dill, red peppers, salmon, and then the
Nope.
seasoning.
No.
Shrimp. That'd be shrimp. You're so
know.
pretty.
I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty.
It's because
shrimp.
So
It's been a long day.
I know. So that we're going to show you what that looks like at the end, and along with don't forget, we're going to have our Boob of the Week award as well. We never want to forget that. And when we come back, we'll start another salad. We're going to do a berry jerk chicken salad. Awesome.
My Favorite Gardener is a full-service landscape company serving Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan since 2004. Design, installation, and maintenance, both commercial and residential, with over 25 years experience in the area. Hardscapes, including patios, walkways, retaining walls, fire pits, anything you can dream. Greenscape installation and maintenance include pruning of trees, shrubs, and perennials. We offer a long-term, low-maintenance solution for getting the garden of your dreams. My Favorite Gardener, 419-690-1026, offering practical and affordable solutions for your outdoor spaces.
Cleaning your gutters can be dangerous. Take it from Marty.
For 30 years I've been climbing up that ladder cleaning out those gutters. One time I leaned the ladder up there and the feet were on the deck. The deck was a little wet. Next thing I know, the ladder kicks out and I'm hanging by the gutter and I start yelling for help. After that occurrence, I called Gutter Helmet.
Call Gutter Helmet for an estimate. 419-475-0000. Get Gutter Helmet today and you'll never clean your gutters again.
Keeping you out of the gutter. We're the Gutter Helmet.
Okay, now on this salad, we are making a berry jerk chicken with citrus couscous. Now, if you're not familiar with couscous, it comes in different forms. So you might look at the boxes and you're like, okay, is it little, is it big? It could be various sizes. And really, honestly, it doesn't matter what size that you use. So what we've gone here is we've got our little couscous. I chose to use the small just because, you know what, it makes more, and so I think it actually feeds more if you do the smaller. And I've put some red pepper flakes in here. Now what I do, I actually use chicken broth instead of water in my couscous, which is, you can use half and half.
Whole thing is chicken broth?
Yeah, I use 2 cups of chicken broth with it, but you can use 1 cup water, 1 cup chicken broth, or you can just use water if you don't feel like it.
What if you wanted to flavor it with some of your grapeseed oils?
I always do that. So in the directions on the box, it will tell you to add some sort of fat. So I add either butter, grapeseed oil, or the grapeseed oil that we're cooking with. So for instance, if the meat is flavored with garlic, I'll put garlic in. You can use butter, so any type of fat, just a couple tablespoons, nothing major. And then I always put a little salt because I think everything needs to be salt and peppered. That's just it's my thing. Okay.
Loves your salt.
So
we won't judge.
Yeah. So remember when I told you that all this is freezer meal. So we don't dirty bowls around here as much as possible. We use baggies, and so these are a part of the workshops that I do. That you can get a hold of me on my Facebook page, The Goddess of Grub, and you can schedule one for you and your friends where we make 10 meals for your freezer. They're super fun. You get to have a glass of wine, not that we don't anyway. And
best way to cook.
It's the best way to cook with your girlfriends and a glass of wine. So it's super easy. So Annette is going to start making the freezer meal part of it. So this is the part that you freeze.
I had an explosion.
Oh, there you go.
Exploded everywhere.
And then this is the part that you do the day of.
You're pretty.
You're pretty, yeah. So we've got our day of stuff, which is the chopping and the couscous, because you want that to be fresh. And then you've got your meat, which can be the freezer meal part. So she's going to do that. I know, right?
Yeah, I'm going to do the mustard. Sure I am. I'm going to squirt, okay?
Just shake it.
Squirting.
There you go.
There you go.
Awesome.
Okay, mustard, done.
Well, you know what I love about your meal? So not only is it fun to do with your girlfriends and drink wine the day of, but it's like the best day or 2 weeks of your life when you pull these things out of the freezer because you get time back. It's not as stressful. So you pull them out in the morning and you get home and you make dinner and you don't have to worry about throwing everything together. It's done.
Yeah. And so while Annette is actually putting the freezer meal part together, Alicia, this is what Alicia's cooking. This is what was in this baggie, okay? So this goes in the freezer for your freezer meal. When you pull it out, you're going to just dump it right in your pan. Now, this has a Jamaican jerk seasoning to it. So remember, it's berry jerk chicken. Anything that has cinnamon, allspice, any of those dark kind of spices, you really want to do in a nonstick pan. Otherwise, your other pans are going to be a mess.
Why?
Because they actually will stick and burn. Okay, so I always use nonstick for that. I use nonstick for very little, but I do use it for seafood and use it for anything that has cinnamon. So that, and then if you do get it in your pan and you don't have a nonstick, if you put water in it and boil it on the stove for a couple minutes, it should loosen all that stuff up for you.
Good to know.
Yeah, so I'm getting back to my couscous here, and you just fluff it with a fork. You can kind of see what I'm doing here. There's no science to it. You just get in there and have at it.
My husband loves red pepper, so I've never put red pepper flakes in mine, so that's a good idea.
Yeah, and if you don't want it that spicy, because the jerk seasoning
Has a little bit of spice.
It's got a kick to it. So what you can do then is just omit that.
We like spice in our house.
Oh, there you go. So I've done that.
I'm massaging my meat.
Yep, and you're going to put your label on so that it's ready for your freezer when you go to cook it.
All right.
Now this is calling for onion, okay? So I didn't have regular onion at home, so guess what? This is what I had, so this is what I'm using. So
Shallots?
These are actually green onions.
Oh, okay.
Shallots are in the onion family, but they look totally different, and I'm sure at one of these episodes we'll be using those because I like shallots a lot. Okay.
So those are the things that kind of look like garlic.
They do. They look like garlic, but in the onion family.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm putting this in the freezer.
Yep, you got to go in the freezer.
This is why I was excited that you asked that I be a part of this. See, we make like the same 10 meals at our house. And we like them, and they're very good, but this is what I love about Wild Tree is you've helped, and my husband thanks you immensely, that we have expanded our food palettes.
You got it.
My family thinks I can actually cook now.
Yeah.
All right, so after we do our little girl talk in a minute, we are going to come back, and we are going to taste these amazing salads.
Hello, I'm Marianne Takis. I'm a certified Christian life coach and the owner of Coaching Women for Life. As a mom who's experienced a catastrophic illness with one of her children, I understand what it's like to face significant challenges. It's my goal to come alongside women who are feeling stuck or overwhelmed to help them find clear direction and to discover hope. Contact me at my website, coachingwomenforlife.com, by phone at 419-304-0432, and be sure to like us on Facebook.
Over 12,000 financial advisors. Over $700 billion in assets under care.
Let me just put this away.
How did Edward Jones get so big?
Could you teach our kids that trick?
By not acting that way.
Okay, last quarter.
It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, which makes your facility safe and more efficient. We recommend smart solutions, and people get where they're going. We bring new ideas and help you build your business. Fast Signs offers more than signs and graphics. We're innovators, planners, and designers, and we're more than ready to help. For more information or to request a consultation, visit fastsigns.com.
Okay, it's time for some little girl talk here, and I just wanted to tell you guys, started reading this book. It's called Blink, and
I've heard of it. Good
have
book.
you? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you've read it. Awesome. I'm just getting through it, and what it is, it's about trusting, getting that gut feeling, and then it takes forever to get to your brain, and then your brain starts to overanalyze everything, and then you're like, and then you second guess yourself, and then you never listen to your gut. Chances are your gut's right the first time. So,
You've told me that so many times.
I know, and it's one of those things, and I practice what you preach, right, sister? I need to do it. We all do it because we then get, we start to second guess and to see if we're,
because we think we
for
should
sure.
maybe like this
Well,
person.
there's always judgment involved,
Yeah.
right? So there's a great comic strip that has a heart and a brain, and the brain's looking at the heart and says, "Why do you always make me look like an idiot?" I love that, and that's usually what happens.
Yeah.
It's like the judgment behind, like, what if I make that decision?
And it was funny because when I went to Mexico, Wild Tree has free trips, by the way, but when I went to Mexico, I met this guy that one of my friends had brought, and she introduced me, and right away I went, oh boy, and it was one of those things where I felt like I needed to tell her that she's a great person and she doesn't need to settle for, and I didn't know him from Adam, but
so it was her boyfriend.
It was her boyfriend. It was my gut going, I don't think so. So, do you do that when you choose your friends? sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. So, I know you've done that, I've done that. We've all kind of been through this thing where we've started to change our friends a little bit. Because,
change ourselves, which then allows you to need to change your environment.
Right.
Well, and sometimes people who you think are supposed to be your friends aren't your friends because you didn't listen to the whole guy.
Yeah.
Which it totally makes me think of this whole weekend with the whole Kanye
West. The big wedding.
The big wedding. Kim Kardashian, Kanye West get married. And
I can't stand her. Sorry, wanted to get
that
out there.
She's so pretty.
Yeah, she is pretty. That's about it.
But she is pretty.
But you think, logically, you're like, his best man is Jay-Z, and you think, well, that seems like to me. He doesn't show for the wedding. Like, what's up with not showing for the wedding? I mean,
so the best man did not show up to the wedding.
Yeah, and I'm kind of this wedding mode because today is my anniversary. Happy anniversary, honey! I love you.
Ours was yesterday.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, you two suck. No, I'm joking. Just because I'm the only single one, I'm joking.
Yeah.
They have wonderful husbands.
We do, and Christian Sterling supplied my wedding ring and designed it himself, and he's this
one's pretty too. I like that.
And this is from Christian also, a nice pearl.
Yeah.
But
so Jay-Z did not show up for a Kanye West wedding as his best man.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, just clarifying that because that's
he and Beyonce didn't show, and I thought, okay, they didn't show, but then I find out he's the best man and didn't show. And whatever the issue, it's like if it's about them, it's about Kim and Kanye. No matter what you think of them. It's about them that day and whatever issues.
Well, my thing is he probably didn't show because he figured there'd be another one, right? Kim's been married 3 times.
Yeah, well, I told my son the other day. I said Kim's going to be the next Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah.
She is.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
She totally
is. If he wasn't on board with the wedding, I mean, easy enough to not be able to go that weekend. I mean, this thing was in Italy, right? So it's not like we're talking down the street.
Well, it's kind of a last minute no show.
Yeah, and really, what a boob. Yeah.
Well, I kind of went through this, right? So for my wedding, I had my sister and another friend as a maid of honor, and so I mean, granted, she showed for my wedding, and we're still friends, and we've worked through this. But I asked her to come into town the day before because I really needed some help because my mom lived out of town, and she called me the day before and said she couldn't come into town to help me because she was hosting my other friends who were coming into town, and I'm like. Oh, it just hurt.
And she's your best
and she's
maid
my
of honor.
maid of honor best friend, right? So my mother-in-law who lived in town had to call off work the next day and help me out. And I mean,
she's awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, it's those sorts of things that it's just whether people just, I mean, I don't know, right? Is it being selfish? Is it, is it not about the bride? Is it about,
I think people don't understand that this is, whatever it is, this is about the bride and the groom, and you've got.
That's not even that, it's friendship. It's friendship.
It is, but you know what? People are like, it's fine. People are takers. It's like, it's fine when it was their wedding and everybody was expected to help.
Well, she hadn't been married yet, so I'm sure she even recognized.
Well,
we're friends, and we, like I said, we
so
worked
you just
through
don't
this,
show up the day before the wedding, and then when she gets married, it'll be fine.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Exactly. So our boob of the week.
I think we have 2 boobs. Again, we almost have 2 boobs.
Well, we all do.
We have come to this conclusion that yes, there is 2 boobs.
There is 2 boobs.
It's better to have 2 boobs than one.
Alicia's boob and there's Annette's boob. I don't have. Good thing we don't have 3.
Yes, that would make us weird.
Yeah,
that'd be awkward.
Yeah, that third nipple.
So Jay-Z is for sure.
Jay-Z.
Our boob of the week. There you go.
Boob of the week.
Cheers, girls.
Cheers.
Yummy. All right, when we come back, we are going to see what those amazing salads taste like.
Hello, I'm Marianne Takis. I'm a certified Christian life coach and the owner of Coaching Women for Life. As a mom who's experienced a catastrophic illness with one of her children, I understand what it's like to face significant challenges. It's my goal to come alongside women who are feeling stuck or overwhelmed to help them find clear direction and to discover hope. Contact me at my website, coachingwomenforlife.com, by phone at 419-304-0432, and be sure to like us on Facebook.
Everyone builds dream houses. But when you dream, you close your eyes. That's why you need a guide. To see if it's too close to the train. To line up a good school. And remind you of the cost of a pool. With a RE/MAX agent, you will see how much better than a dream home the right home can be. RE/MAX. Dream with your eyes open.
Everyone knows Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. Or did he? Turns out a man named Antonio Meucci actually made the first telephone. Meucci never paid the $10 fee to claim his patent on the phone. And 11 years later,
Alexander Graham Bell filed his patent for the phone. Nucci died penniless and forgotten. Do you have a great idea? Call Fraser, Clemens, Martin & Miller to protect your idea with a trademark, patent, or copyright. Don't let someone else benefit from your idea. Protect it today.
American Backyard Buildings. Playhouse, workshop, or storage in style. American Backyard Buildings are limited only by your imagination, with a ton of options to create custom designs to suit your exact tastes and needs. Now save up to $500 with 15% off any building, and check out our 90-day same-as cash financing. With over 17 years experience, your satisfaction is our #1 goal. American Backyard Buildings, available at all Anderson's locations, or visit us on Airport Highway in Holland. Just look for the Big Red Barn.
Cleaning your gutters can be dangerous. Take it from Marty.
For 30 years, I've been climbing up that ladder, cleaning out those gutters. One time, I leaned the ladder up there, and the feet were on the deck. The deck was a little wet. Next thing I know, the ladder kicks out, and I'm hanging by the gutter, and I start yelling for help. After that occurrence, I called Gutter Helmet.
Call Gutter Helmet for an estimate. 419-475-0000. Get Gutter Helmet today, and you'll never clean your gutters again.
Keeping you out of the gutter. We're the Gutter Helmet.
Okay, so I finished off this chicken salad with some berries, and so that you can see we have here, so we are going to taste them. And the nice thing about the jerk chicken salad is
Get my berry.
good lemon juice, and the oil acts as your dressing.
It's so good.
Really good.
So berries, couscous, chicken.
Did you have a berry with that? How amazing was that?
I did. I had the berry with
And
it.
then the pasta one that we did with the shrimp, that actually, if you don't like shrimp or you don't think your kids will eat shrimp, I think they will if you let them try it. But you can always do chicken, or you can tell them it's chicken, right? So we
could you do grilled steak with it being summertime too?
Absolutely.
That would be really good.
Absolutely. You can do anything. You can't mess this stuff up. It's so easy. You can change meats. You can do whatever you want. So if you would like these recipes, go on my Facebook page at facebook.com/goddessofgrub, and I'll have them posted there for you so that you can have these lovely recipes. And you can get a hold of me if you'd like to try some of the products as well. Girls, thank you for another wonderful episode of the Grub Club.
Cheers.
And join us next week where we will be grilling. We're actually going to have you grill your Father's Day meal for your significant other, your husband. So they don't have to do it. They're going to be shocked that you really know how to grill. So I'm going to teach you all that. And join us next week. We'll see you then.
See you next week.
Cheers.